Good afternoon all. Oh, I think a ship's just come in. It has. What is it? Oh, that one looks quite easy to fulfill. Yeah, we'll have a go at that. But today what I wanted to look at mainly is layout. How do you lay your city out? And this is a level 39 city. You can see that from the pink thing up in the top left-hand corner. How do you lay your city out so that your citizens are 100% happy? You have to get your commercial buildings near to fire and police and medical services, and your commercial buildings mustn't be too near anything that's dirty, like factories. You can see my factories are all down vertically laid out on the left there. They're the first buildings adjacent to the main road, and that's a good place to put them because the early incarnations of these factories, let's press on one now, have a dirty radius. You can see the brown dirty radius. Now these factories are high-tech factories, you can see that at the bottom, and so the dirty radius doesn't extend very far, certainly not into my residential buildings. Now between the factories on the left and the residential buildings, you want to put your commercial buildings, because residents like being near to commercial buildings. Let's see if any of them are actually saying that. They're not at the moment, but every now and again messages will pop up where they say, I like living next to such and such a store. Okay, let's just take these two jugs of cream and stuff here from the hardware store and some planks from the building supplies store. Let's get those in. Now what about fire, police and ambulance? That's a real pain when you're trying to lay a city out. So let's take a look at how I've done that. I'm going to tip this up vertically. Our town is getting crowded. It certainly is. Now you can see within each of these blocks, you can see if you look just to the right of my commercial buildings, my stores, I've got 2 blocks of residential buildings. They're inside the road rectangles. I've got 8 residential buildings, 4 at the top, 4 at the bottom, and sandwiched between them are the fire, police and medical. Let's have a look at that. This is a fire building there, and there's another one on the other side. I've moved that, let's just put that back. So that's fire. This is also fire the other side. So my system does require that you put 2 fire stations, small fire stations in. Then on the inner sections, in the middle of this group, I've got a small police station there, and here I've got a small health clinic. So that covers the entire block of, 16 residential buildings by having those 4 buildings. You do have to duplicate the fire stations, but that's not a major problem because they are the cheapest of the buildings. Let's take a look at those. Small fire station, small police station, small health clinic, small fire station. Let's just look at the costs of those. So under fire, the small fire station is 6,100. Under police, the small police station is 10,100, and under health, the small health clinic is 12,300. So you duplicate up on the 2 fire stations here because they're the cheapest of those 3 buildings. And actually this is a level 39 game, and so far I've not put anything other than the small fire station, the small police station and the small health clinic into my layout. Now what about parks? Well, I've got this group here, this group sitting within these 2 areas here, the 2 small fire stations. They're covered by 2 parks. So here is a peaceful park, and on the other side, on the left hand side, is another peaceful park. And it has to be a peaceful park because if you look at the coverage of that, it has adequate coverage to cover the buildings on the left, let's get rid of her, the 8 buildings on the left here, that peaceful park, the one on the other side, if I hit that, that covers the 8 buildings on the right, but it also spans over into the next group. So the peaceful park is the one to use to cover out all of the 16 buildings in this block with these in the corner. So that's the basic layout in terms of fire, police and health, and also in terms of factories, which are on the left here. That's a water pumping station, but these are factories. Let's find one that doesn't have anything in it. Okay. So, now what about factories and power stations? Not factories, power stations and recycling centres and sewage facilities and water. Where are my water treatment facilities? They're probably down in amongst the building, because the top level of the sewage and recycling and water services actually have no dirty radius at all, so you can put them down into these central columns down in here between my groups of buildings. And also these columns serve to be able to put things like schools and libraries and stuff like that, which just keeps all your Sims happy. Now in the area down by the beach, I just have got used to having my city storage right next to my dock, my cargo ship dock. And then I put the other government buildings in here as well. This is City Hall. And this one here with the 2 on it, actually that's an airship hangar. And this one is the Mayor's Mansion with the city achievements. So I put those in a group of 3 unit high blocks down by the beach. Now up at the other end, up near the mountain, I've got my power stations, because that doesn't seem to affect the mountain residences. They don't get cross about having power stations there. These ones, oil fired, don't have a huge dirty radius, but you can see they have a little bit of a dirty radius. But as I was saying, the recycling centre, no dirty radius. Similarly up here with the sewage, the deluxe sewage treatment farm plant, again no dirty radius. They can go pretty much anywhere. Now you can see that this system allows for a group here in the middle of the screen there, which is 4 residential buildings wide, then a narrow corridor for things like bus stations and entertainment centres. Then I have a second group of buildings there, residential buildings, 4 wide. I've just started on my 3rd group of residential buildings, again 4 wide, and I'll be able to fit in a 4th group out here on the right hand side, and then I'll probably have a narrow column just inside the dotted line on the right there of more services, transportation, education, and so on and so forth. So let's see what they're talking about. I can see the forest for the trees. Okay, that's good. So I'm still working on an epic project here. This one is a transportation project. I've got 7. I don't think this one's going to go to 80. This one's only going to go to 10. So I just need 3 more. What have we got? This one offering 2. We need 2 more grass. Might be able to do 2 more grass. Let's have a look at that. In the gardening supplies. Yes, I can do 2 more grass, so let's put those in the queue. Okay, so that was a little bit about Optimum City Layout. I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe and all that stuff. Cheerio.